right? Because it's,
Right.
it's a pretty free
What
lane
about a
for a lot of
Necro?
offlaners.
How do you-
Necrophos?
I mean,
Huskar.
they got a Zeus.
Oh, that is the
Okay.
Amar special. Hello.
Don't hate that. Don't hate that. We get to see something else coming out in the...
Out there to scout out. As LGD hold the high ground near the top rune.
And the
they're
backstab
coming
from
in
LGD.
From behind, they're baiting with nothing to say. And OG, they had no idea this was coming.
They want Amar.
Huge dual breath in onto Amar and Misha. Focus the Huskar with a battery assault. Jinkyu body blocking him, and Amar about to die as your first blood spilt out by LGD Zeus. Nothing to say, your mid laner grabbing that extra gold is gone. They'll go towards Arme. A couple of burning spears. Why? Getting chased down by Tiger. So revenge for OG incoming. No way for Jakiro to slip away from that. Finish him off with the
They want to get a
inner
return
fire.
kill. Only level 1 on Clockwork. Needs to be a little bit careful.
Straight towards Tiger though, into the middle of 3 of them. Shadow Word on him. Tiger wind running away, and now Jinkyu gonna hand his life over to Amar, who gets a double kill.
OG used the opportunity because Clockwork was trying to pull the lane back. Lane was very close to tier 1 tower.
And it makes sense, but do you have the worry that he's not going to scale if he buys this item? It's quite expensive for a position 1 to go for this utility item. As in that mid lane, top rune spot, BZM trapped inside the cogs. Jinkyu, he sets it up for nothing to say here to get a bit more zap damage in. And Zeus finding the contest on the pull. Jinkyu getting shackled, but he's got Tiger inside the cogs now. Dagger across from Arme. Close the gap onto the Wind Ranger. She'll try and get out with the Wind Run. Jinkyu going in, but the Solar Guardian is coming in, landing onto Amar's head. And Huskar, the quick change of focus, charging in towards Misha and Tiger now, and all 3 of them are going to die. Clockwork, the only casualty for LGD. And Zeus, yeah, he was dropping.
Dawnbreaker ulti available. Zeus not ready, but they're waiting for nothing to say on the high ground.
They were waiting for him. They know that rotation was coming, but the Solar Guardian and the raindrops popped down. Nothing to say, he's fine. BZM spent his combo with no kill coming, and the turnaround cancelled by Tiger. Good shackle shot. Stops the Starbreaker, and Uragi's faceless void. He's here with Chrono ready, holding onto it for the time being, and blown up completely. Didn't spend his ultimate. Well, Amar, yes, he'll kill off Y, but Spectre chasing him down under the tier 1 tower top. The avalanche toss, not finishing off the clock. LGD yet again winning a battle where it looked like OG had the setup on them.
Going for different item, and in terms of tower damage, they don't have as much, so this Deso is going to help out quite a lot. Jinkyu, shackle on him.
And BZM coming forward, but there we go. Dawnbreaker ulti, it is forced down, the Chrono on 2. Why? And nothing to say, looking to get damage in from the sideline. The Tiny was trapped inside the Chrono, now Ice Path and caught out. BZM in trouble, the Spectre horns back in towards Uragi. Chasing the Faceless Void, a good shackle shot comes. But Uragi, that time up to the low ground, I don't think that's enough to give him the space he needs.
One more zap.
LGD will find the Faceless Void. A lot of ultimates expended in that trade. But LGD coming out on top once again. BZM, pick off the Jakiro.
Oh, the slows on the attack speed.
So
nothing
difficult.
to say. Has another chain and will get it.
He's going to get the double here, isn't he? I mean, Amar is arriving. Jinkyu will try and save, nothing to say, but the Huskar with the damage. Amar jumps in, the cogs were good, but they kill the Zeus.
That's a big one. Amar on top of the net worth right now. He was in the triangle, getting a couple kills.
A couple of minutes ago, there was a lot of drawing from OG, the captains saying, stay on our side of the river, don't overextend, just keep this calm, natural farm rate, the income flowing.
Fate Beyond finishing this, so they are ready to go. Like, they want to take a fight right now. Spectre, Haunt is available if they want to show where Warlock is.
And they see Uragi. A few spells onto him immediately. The Golem dropped in onto just Jinkyu. The Fatal Bombs across the 4 of them. Tiny in with the Avalanche Toss, and they've killed the Clockwork quickly. Solar Guardian now, as Faith Beyond arrives, and they'll burst through too. Tiger and BZM being blown up. Y will drop, and Faith Beyond taken out by Amar, and Uragi's Chrono. The turnaround for OG. They kept Tiger alive, and now they're on the Spectre. 5 heroes about to die. LGD getting wiped.
Oh, what a beautiful fight from OG. Very patient with the Golem and also with the Chronosphere. They did not want
to the Chrono on the Zeus.
It was a nicely placed Chronosphere on the edge, catching 2 heroes.
It looked decent for LGD with that global presence and the Spectre joining in, but beautifully done by OG to execute, and they'll continue. Their steamroller don't stop. Jinkyu, another one on the list, ticked off. Wanting to fight while Amar can basically just solo
He
Roshan.
got scouted out. Amar still has armlet and 16 wand charges. Let's see.
Beyond.
Jinq looking for an angle,
They're
gets
charging
it.
forward, they get into the pit. Roshan nearly dead, and they blow up Amar. The Thunder God's Wrath, beautifully placed on Misha. He drops the golem in on them, snatched up. BZM grabs the Aegis and the three-man chrono. Uragi's got four of them trapped in there, in fact. Nothing to say, focus down, and the upheaval slows them to a crawl. There's no escape. OG, they're destroying them. Arme's left out in the river. No way to get out of the grasp of OG.
Even though they got a good initiation, they found an angle for Huskar to be able to kill him. Rock drops and
Last. And wipe LGD off the face of the map. Amar looks a little uncomfortable that he died around Roshan. He's not too happy about that.
he wanted that Aegis, you know, Amar.
Yeah, he absolutely would have loved to have it. As Uragi picks up yet another one. One in that top jungle. LGD still trying to play into their vision there with nothing to say in Jinq. Look at that damage spread, 10.7k from the Warlock, and that's majority from the Fatal Bonds. Haunt in from Arme. They're hunting though, OG are in on to Zeus, nothing to say, can't heavily jump away. And a time walk out by the Faceless Void creates the gap he needs, allowing LGD to pick up the pieces, clear up Tiger.
Yes,
but now
Diffusal Blade slowing them down.
Dilation, the Diffusal Blade slow, and BZM with the gap closed. Oh, they toss him back into Amar, who's got the damage to rip the Dawnbreaker, limb from limb.
If this is a Maelstrom, they don't have enough. You don't have this.
And yet again, they're going to want to play into their vision. 2 Radiant Observer wards, and one up towards the top jungle, and one on the basically the ground of the dire base. Faith Beyond, scouted by the power shot. Uragi chases. Shackle shot, and the avalanche there, and this Faceless Void now unstoppable.
Value from this Diffusal Blade.
Lights like that. OG in a great spot. Avalanche misses. And Y with a Glimmer Cape, going to get himself down into the tree line. Can't TP out straight away, and the Force Staff there is allowing BZM to play aggressively into the Jakiro. Solar Guardian and the hook shot though. LGD not letting OG having any freebies, taking down the Tiny and the Wind Ranger.
These are the type of fights that Psg Lgd needs to take, because Duragi was showing top lane with no TP, so they knew that they can go for this kind of a play. They're trying to split the map and then take them by surprise.
Straight back in onto Uragi, kill 2 bot, move up to top. Golden dropped onto Faith Beyond. The Ice Path misses, but Uragi's gone straight in towards nothing to say. Nearly blown up, but it's BKB forcing the Eon Disc now after that chrono. Uragi realizing quickly he couldn't finish the job that he started. And they will pick off Misha with Jinq's cogs. Faith Beyond. Careful, buddy. Look who's coming. And of course, we are now looking towards that second Roshan. A minute and a half until the big man spawns up again. Jinq down in the bottom jungle. Find him. Oh,
He found the angle, still gonna die.
Hook shot to the creeps, but 3 heroes, 3 cores tracking back on him as they snap smoke.
Taunt, that's gonna be big. Locking down a hero, if he can find an opening on Zeus. He does have an E on this, but let's see this one. Ame, up and down, up and down.
Trying to juke it all around, but Amar's found him. Focusing the Spectre and the Chrono, jump in from Uragi, diving deeper. Tiger dies, Ame somehow, he's still alive. Solar Guardian's there to heal up the Zeus as well, but the Spectre finished off by OG.
Ame with the buyback.
He wants to fight and continue this one. Misha doesn't have the Golem. Down goes the Warlock. Faith Beyond with a double kill, and Amar, he needs backup, and he needs it fast. He'll life break down to the low ground on the creep wave, but LGD, they've got his number. Amar's in the cog.
Oh, he's gonna get a kill.
He's gonna
9
finish
charges,
LGD.
9 stacks. They're trying to keep him alive with the Glimmer Cape, but it's not gonna be enough. Roshan is being pinged out 20 seconds.
Finally, shackle shot angles. It's been very good from OG. Huskar focusing Spectre.
Time Walk misses.
Clockwork in the cogs. Shackled up. Well, there's Tiger. Showing off his fancy new item. Repositioning himself. Hit, reposition. Think about their options. Go to the high ground. It's always the safest move. But which high ground do they want? They're like, do we go triangle? No. That's too far back. We'll go aggressively onto their high ground. Move to their top lane. Find an avalanche toss onto their Jakiro and pick off Y.
Tiger has been on point, playing with Tiny this time around, and just follows up on stun from Tiny. And I love itemization on OG. BZM going for a force staff to be able to get that outside of the cogs. Also, close the distance between the heroes, potentially get
Here he
that
comes.
sauce back.
Clockwork's in. A hook shots and cogs. The golem in onto Faith Beyond's hit. Faceless Void. Uragi BKB's up, but the Zeus is being focused by the Huskar. Amar just jumps straight into the back line.
Oh, doesn't get a bash.
No, he just TP's home. He's perfectly fine now, and Dawnbreaker slamming into them. BZM about to dive, but blinks away from the hammer. Arme down in the river, looking to slip away from Uragi and Amar, but another life break comes on forward. Solar Guardian is there from Faith Beyond, and they
Needs
turn
a
it on
stun,
to
and
him.
he
They
gets
kill
it.
off
Crit,
them.
1.2k.
Big DD slamming from Faith Beyond, and he aims BZM now. They've got the Clockwork sure, but Uragi needs to do so much more. Faith Beyond will be a big pick-off for them. And LGD lose 3 heroes, while OG could still go into the pit.
Yeah, they could potentially buy back.
To stop OG.
It seems like they're gonna bail. Not gonna go for Roche. Uragi thinking about going in. Jumps to high ground just to use Hand of Midas.
He's got Chrono, they've got Shackle Shot, and it looks like they're gonna get an easy kill. Find the pick-off yet again onto the Jinkyu Clockwork.
Amar. There's pretty grief ability.
Life break back into Fountain. Faith Beyond being found and immediately first hit bashed. Cancel the TP.
Can't get a blink.
Him into the trees. He BKB's up. The blink is coming. The hook shot forward. They'll save him up with Jinkyu's move. Uragi trapped in the cogs. Or is the Clockwork trapped with him? The bashes and stuns. Uragi just turns and faces against Clockwork. LGD spend.
Well, they'll need those items, but advantage for OG keeps on rising. 2.5 minutes for a potential Roche spawn. There is Basher on Dawnbreaker.
Catch on white. Arme wants to force a fight. Nimbus there. Tiger hook shot it up. They've lost their Jakiro, but Uragi with his BKB and having Chrono ready. Looking for Jinkyu. The bashes don't come. LGD disappear as quickly as they arrived and getting a one. Disassemble as Echo, of course, as the Mage Slayer Aghanim's Amar. They jump the Huskar, but look at that golem. They drop over the Fatal Bonds on them, and Amar is still healthy to battle Faith Beyond. Brings the Dawnbreaker down. BZM in the back line takes down Jinkyu and Y as well. Tiger running up that high ground.
It seems like Psg Lgd, they're running out of
Base. Nothing to say behind his tier 4s. He is at a safe distance here, just trying to shove out the wave as best he can, but Uragi on the high ground and BZM with a jump in, tosses Jinkyu across. Nimbus there and Uragi. Oh, he's lost a lot of HP by the time walk out. Tiger diving deep in towards, nothing to say Zeus, but they've got the damage to bring him down. And a Solar Guardian launching Faith Beyond forward.
Oh, the bash.
Jumping straight in towards them. Amar's gonna life break back. BZM looks safe, he's managed to disengage. Amar on the run back, but Uragi, he's got the Chrono still. Eon Disc, it's not there. Doesn't have it available. Zeus gone, Faith Beyond getting caught out, and that's gonna be the beginning of the end now. No Dawnbreaker. Amar and Uragi able to battle
isolated,
through
he's
it
gonna
all.
go down.
He's got the inner fire, he's got the ability to stand his ground, but he will finally fall and hit the ground.
And Roshan respawn, a lot of commitment from Psg Lgd. They did buy back on Dawnbreaker, they did buy back on Clockwork, so Uragi still wants to get something done. There's the silence.
He sees the Zeus, stances him up, but Uragi time walking a little deeper and then back out again as BZM chucks the trees at them. Arme loses a third of his HP and the Zeus getting whacked around. The damage is incoming from OG. Uragi jumps back across and in again. The Zeus about to die. Arme stuck here. A nice macro pile.
What a play from Uragi, in and out with the time walks, and Psg Lgd, they know they have no business left in this one. So we're gonna go to the full distance. We're going to game 3.